Welcome back to a second edition of 10 Types of Fortnite Players. I'm so glad you all enjoyed the first one, and there were so many great suggestions that I had to come back and make another. This list is built entirely off of your ideas from the last video. Thank you for all the suggestions, and after this video, if there's still any I'm missing, maybe we'll make a part 3. So let's get started with your list. Number 10, Original Oliver. This was one of my favorite recommendations from last video. Original Oliver started playing around the beginning of Fortnite before everyone knew how to build, or generally before people started playing for hours and hours a day and got crazy good. Oliver misses the days before people started sweating. He could queue up and not have to sweat to get a win, before we had to crank 90s to the sky to get a kill. Original Oliver is me, by the way. Number 9, Excuse Eric. This is the player on your team that no matter what happened in the game, how they died, or how bad they played, it's always the game's fault. Sometimes the game is broken, sometimes their ping went way up or they lagged, sometimes they only lost because they went up against the sweatiest player in the game. Usually the player is cheating, or at best, their enemy got so lucky. No matter what went down, it definitely was not because Eric deserved it.
Bad game! Bad game! One kill, mom's credit card.
Number 8, Casual Charlie. Charlie doesn't play Fortnite very often these days, so whenever you play with him, it's a challenge to find a player to fight. But that doesn't mean you don't get kills. It means every player you run into is a bot, a literal bot. This makes for more kills and wins, but you lose a bit of satisfaction because you're just left wondering whether you actually played a single real player. Number 7, Bossy Karen. Or, for the sake of my alliteration, Controlling Karen? Oh, that still doesn't work. There we go. Okay, anyway, this is your teammate that always is backseating. They have all the best ideas about where to go, how to play, and what you're doing wrong. The best part about this player is they usually are backseating you because they already died. And part of the backseating is making sure you get the res.
Get me! Get me! Get me! Dude, revive me! Oh my god!
Number 6, Sweaty Sam. This is the player that Original Oliver is so sad about. Sweaty Sam spends hours a day playing the game. They have long warm-up routines of aim training, edit courses, and of course, cranking 90s. They are some of the smoothest and most interesting players to watch, but they're not fun to play against because they will wipe the floor with you and send you back to the lobby so fast you don't even have time to mess up an edit. If you're enjoying the video, be sure to give it a like. It would really help me to grow my channel. On to number 5, PC Peter. This player is unique not because they play on PC, but because they will do all sorts of shenanigans to make sure they end up in lobbies with console players. I don't know how they do it, although I suppose I could find out pretty easily, but these players do everything they can to get an advantage, including going up against players who you know have harder inputs on a controller and lower FPS. PC Peter is a controller player's most hated enemy. Number 4, Finisher Freddy. And I want to make a distinction here. This isn't just anyone who finishes a kill. This is specifically a player who knows they're going to die, and so instead of continuing to try and fight, they thirst a knocked player just to pad their kill count. Freddy knows his game is over, and that's what makes this player annoying. He's literally giving up his game to also ruin yours by killing your teammate. Number 3, Hacker Harold. Personally, I think this one is funny because Harold is generally an old person name, so the idea that you run into a hacker in your game and it's actually an old man is objectively hilarious. Anyway, Epic Games has actually done a pretty good job of keeping hackers out of Fortnite, but they're definitely still out there. Some of these hacks are actually pretty funny, but most of them are obviously intended to ruin other players' games by killing people in completely unfair ways, making them probably the worst type of Fortnite player on this list. Number 2, Kill Steal Neil. Neil is the player who gets all the credit in the kill count, but doesn't do any of the work.
Ugh, Neil. I hate Neil. Neil sucks.
This is super annoying when people do it to me, but super satisfying and funny when I do it, like in this clip.
How rude. Joe, are you carrying shields?
Yeah, that's mine. Wait, what is mine?
No!
My bad.
Oh, are you? Oh.
And let's be real, It's not always intentional, but we've all been Neil on occasion. And finally, number 1, Trickshot Terry. There are some streamers who got really famous just from attempting trick shots, and for good reason. Some of these are so satisfying to watch. And with each new season of Fortnite, there are new items that can be used to trick shot. Items like the shockwave or impulse grenades. Vehicles like the quad crasher.
Oh my.
Or even weapons like the flintlock pistol.
Oh, he hit me
Oh
with
my god, I just did it to him.
That's the list. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out part 1 if you haven't already seen it, and subscribe for more Fortnite content coming soon. Love you guys.